Today we're going to be playing Madden 20. We have a really good matchup today between the Houston Texans and Dallas Cowboys. And this is the Super Bowl, just like I did another Super Bowl that was picked. So now today is Texans Cowboys. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Alright, so let's go ahead, 6 minutes. Yeah, Super Bowl. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's BDizzle Gaming, capital B, capital D, and then IZZLE, and then capital G, and then AMING, and then we'll try to get this video to 20.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. As it'll be the first time AFC champion Houston Texans. Now a play fake here on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
First play of the game.
Scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you. Charles, what a turnaround they've had down in Houston. 4-12 just 2 seasons ago. 11-5 with a wild card loss last year, and now here they are in Super Bowl 54.
We know the city of Houston pretty well, right? Because it's hosted Super Bowls. What have they hosted? 3 so far in their history. The Oilers prior to. Now, of course, the Texans. Neither one of them has ever played in the big game. So that city's got to be out of its mind. I mean, think about how excited they are at the Texans representing in the Super Bowl. They've been good recently. Now they got over the top, have a chance to take home the Lombardi Trophy.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
What your favorite NFL football team?
Prescott yet again. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Texans scoop it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think they're going to have to make some decisions here. That's the 2nd fumble here in the 1st quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? or you're going to have to make a change or maybe go to someone else.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Watson now to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front.
Who do you think is going to be winning the Super Bowl in real life?
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
Let's go!
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Prescott, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Draw play, Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
If he goes all the way to the center, that's really good.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, but it's going to be 2nd down. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cowboys offense taking the field again here, and as you think about Dallas and where they're at right now, it seems like every week recently we're talking about the NFC East not performing well, and the Cowboys and the Eagles battling it out for a subpar record to go to the playoffs and win the division. Of course, Washington, the Giants, way out of it, below 500. but the Cowboys very much in the playoff picture. They came into the season with that Zeke saga. When he signed, he finally signed. They get off to the 3-0 start. People were saying, are they the best team in the NFC? Maybe the best team in the NFL. They've had their struggles since, and a lot of questions about Jason Garrett's future, at least around the fan base in the Metroplex. But if you look to Week 15 when they blew out the Rams 44-21, maybe their most complete performance of the season, and afterwards, a lot of the folks in that area saying if they get that Dallas Cowboys team down the stretch and into the playoffs, they could make a run at things. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. Now the ball comes loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Hyde running right. He spins free. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to...
And got his man complete. They're able to...
How about we watch that replay, guys? We just have to watch the replay of that. If he got in the end zone, comment down below. I think that is a touchdown. So we are going to challenge.
On 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
I think that is a touchdown. What do you guys think?
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Typically, in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, Norman.
The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And some room to work.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And that's Elliott, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 48 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Complete to Jason Witten. So we've come. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. Spinning away, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Back to throw, Watson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. back to the ground. This time it's Hyde.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He finds his target, Fuller. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Will the Texans get a touchdown?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he's going to go down. Safe back at the 13-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is Clark. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
No, it's a run.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turn. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly. Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. 1st down, a run with Hyde. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run again with Hyde on 1st. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On 1st down, Hyde. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
One more touchdown.
Carlos Hyde with his third touchdown of the Super Bowl. As his guys continue. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott rolling to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Again, it's Hyde. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Eluding the pressure right, and Thomas has it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Throwing now, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. The end result, 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They run with Hyde. He's been a bell cow tonight. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
7 seconds in the game.
To throw is Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. He won't go down. He's fighting, but they're not
There
going to
is
let
your
him
game,
in.
guys.
Stopped at the
I
2-yard
really
line.
hope you
And the
enjoyed
Lone
today's
Star
video.
State has a
The
new
second video of
champion. It's the
2020.
Houston Texans,
And
kings of the Super Bowl.
Texans win. If you are a Cowboys fan, unfortunately, I really feel bad for you. If you're a
For the
Texans
victors
fan,
getting to hoist that
congratulations, your
Lombardi
team has
trophy,
won.
you know, we've
And
talked to
bye,
guys that
Make
have
sure
done it, and they
also
say there's
subscribe
no
to
better
my YouTube
feeling
channel,
in sports.
so your friends
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible.
Bye,
and then to
guys.
finally break through and win it when all eyes are on
We'll
this
be doing
game
more
alone
football
because there's
videos.
nothing else going
Goodbye.
on. That's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment,